Hey everybody, welcome back. We're gonna crack this weekly. If there's something to be cracked, I'm gonna do my best to get it. Like, let's be honest, I'm not exactly like the man for the job, but I'll try. I'll do my best. It would be like a bald machine, super auto machine. This is the I hate to not take super auto, but bald is also like a top tier adjective, especially if you are, which I am. How's this looking? I'm going to go out on a limb and say not great. But I also think right now, my hypothesis, because I lost the last round, is that I don't care about round 1 or round 2. Because it looks like I may lose round 2 as well. I really think my mental model for this week so far, and it has not gotten me a 10-piece yet, so take it with a grain of salt. If you get an early giraffe, lean into it. Otherwise, get down on your knees and pray. That's where I'm at. I wish I had more actionable feedback than this, but the weekly's probably over by the time this comes out anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna sell a ladybug. I'm gonna buy 2 pugs. Why? Because it's getting us closer to a level in something at least. The only thing I don't like about the cockroach is that it resets its attack every turn, which is actually like the only thing that keeps it from being like the best animal in the game by far. So it's a necessity, but like otherwise you could give it a croissant and it could go off to the freaking moon, man. It does also mean you could lower its attack to raise its defense, like if you had broccoli, but we only have like attack scaling this week, really. Even you know, like obviously the peach is a difference, but like obviously a tempura shrimp's gonna do that. There's a croissant. There's no cucumber. There are like balanced foods, but you know we got a ways to go. That's all I'm trying to say is that we got a ways to go. I think I gotta like sell you, place you on the team. Do I really 3-4 and a 5-2-1-2? I gotta listen, okay? I'm doing this just because we need the. We need to be able, if we're going to get 2 levels up next turn, which we're not. Did we not have an extra moth? Maybe I'm crazy. If we're getting 1 level up next turn, which we are, I am going to need to save some money, quite frankly. So we might as well spend it on this turn so that we don't have to spend it on the next turn. I know it's not a normal principle of personal finance, but we're going to try a jellyfish just because it's going to come out as a 3-4. We have a sniper that does something. We don't have a pineapple, but we do have another jellyfish. We can get a level 2 lynx at the start of every turn, which is actually, or the start of every battle, which is actually pretty sick. Pug's becoming a bit of a glass cannon, but he's enabling the snipe to kind of pop off. I've got to remember, there was a time where I disrespected the pug, and then... wait, this is not so bad. Then I started respecting the pug, and I didn't understand why. But my results all of a sudden started getting a lot better. We probably should have given that to the jellyfish now that I think about it, but this is not common for me to say necessarily, but I kind of feel like we're in a decent position right now. Our jellyfish has done well. We're getting a little extra buff on it every time because of the pug as well, which is quite nice. Your peacock did nothing. It's one of the worst. Many people are saying it's one of the worst peacocks it's ever been out there, that's ever been seen before by me or by anyone. Why don't you take a pineapple? Why don't you take one of these? I'd love a level before we sell this, and I'm very happy with that, quite frankly. Do I want any of these? I don't really think we do that well with like a turtle here, especially because we can't pill it. So I think that the moth and the cockroach are both on the way out. Let's say it out loud so I remember what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? I am looking to sell the moth. I'm looking to sell the cockroach. I'm looking to add garlic to my jellyfish and then get more levels. We'll buff you first. Another moth, it just doesn't interest. We gotta spend 9 gold just to get the moth. Like, the moth with a purchase is like as far from level 3 as any other animal is from level 1. So I think we gotta say like no. And then maybe like quickly embrace this for just a second. And I would say we probably sell and add like a toad unless we get garlic here, which we did not. I might add a pug just because the pug also helps us level other things that can make the jellyfish even better. But I don't know. I don't know the answer. I think I would rather still do this for now, have the mole be gone in favor of the turtle, and then get the... We really need defense on our jellyfish. And then I think we got a chance at respectability. Maybe not... Please hit the scorpion. Please hit the scorpion. You didn't hit this. You didn't hit the scorpion there. You didn't hit it. You didn't hit the dang scorpion. That's your problem there. Are we on lethal? Yes. Super lethal. 1 life. I'm gonna buy you. Garlic. That's not garlic. It's stats, which is nice, but it does feel like this is a scary place to be. But you know what? Maybe you never know. Please tell me, I'm gonna fizzle your lemon. I'm gonna fizzle your lemon. It's been destroyed. Okay, we're back, baby. We're back. Jellyfish, please. We just need, get that cockroach leveled and sell it. It's a nice, oh, you listen, I'm happy to see you. If I'm being real with you, you gotta go. You had your chance. You blew it. Out of sight, out of mind. What does she say? Kelly Clarkson, you remember. Is again and again and again and again. Since you've been gone. Me singing to chocolate crows and the pill that could make our blobfish pop off. Since you've been gone, I leave for the first time. Okay, this was like a 4-win game. I honestly thought our team was pretty good. It's 5, but keep in mind we were on, this is Tuesday. It's not Monday anymore. People, you know, they're home from work. They've taken their PhDs in engineering and applied that level of critical thinking to a game to ruin my enjoyment of it, which is fine. Let's be a smug astronaut, and let me tell you, were I an astronaut, I would be smug as well. You know how, like, everybody has a friend, and maybe is that friend, where when you, like, go on vacation, or maybe, like, teach ESL in South Korea for a year, for a period of time after that, all of their stories are like, well, when I was in Korea, well, that reminds me. Did you know, when I was in Ireland for my exchange, it's crazy. The culture there is just, that's what I would be like if I was an astronaut, but it would be so much more insufferable because it would be about space. It would be amazing. I don't care for that. I do kind of care for the peacock. I do kind of care for the cockroach. Maybe I'm gonna give it a chance. Just give it a chance. This round might be scuttled, but... Oh yeah, that reminds me about the time I was in space. Have you heard of it? Oh, you know that thing, that celestial body that you look up at? Yeah, it turns out it doesn't emit its own light. It actually just reflects the light that hits it from the sun. Oh yeah, and I walked on it once, which was pretty cool for me. Listen, I'm going to sell you. I feel like clownfish, jellyfish, they're natural friends. It does make our cockroach a little worse to not get that nice +3 attack buff, but it is what it is. That's a very nice hit as well. You're very strong. I'd like to congratulate you on your prodigious strength, but I am hoping that I get a little bit, just a little bit of help here. Just a little bit. No such luck. Okay. Well, it's not that bad. We have no useful equipment. That is that bad. Everything else is kind of okay. Like, this looks like a winnable situation for us. Yeah, there you go. More levels. You just level me. I know we could get the pug going, but it just doesn't seem right, man. Now, I'm going to learn from my mistakes. Put this on the jellyfish early. More jellyfish. Okay, well, this round is probably scuttled as well. But at some point, there it is. At some point, the heavens are going to open up and we're going to get the ability to actually get a level so that our jellyfish and our clownfish can be anything but useless. This is bad. It's not a good round. But that's okay. We know what we're in for. We're at the mercy of the shop, right? That's just the truth of it. I think we give you this. I think we sell our mosquito now. Like, a lynx is just gonna be better. But let's do it like this. We'll go clownfish first. We should have done this in a slightly different order, but it's not that big of a deal. Now, do we want to go lynx or do we want to go food build? I actually think we want to go food build. It's like if we get matches in the shop, we level up so our jellyfish gets better. And the unit that gets hit gets better. But that gets leveled gets better. Holy cow, this is horrendous for me. Or is it? Or is it? It actually might be just fine. But if we don't have to waste money on rerolls. We could have a chance to collect some value out of our seal as well before we waste the reroll. These buffs are not necessarily exactly what I'm looking for. You're a frickin' 9-10. It's very tempting to just throw the jellyfish to the front and pop a monkey down somewhere. Am I really willing? I don't think I'm willing to sell you because you do sort of scale. I think I would rather sell my 10-10 fish. And it's a big sell, honestly. Holy cow, that's pretty good. Like, it's a risky sell. And it should make us worse for like 1 to 2 turns. But then after that, I gotta acknowledge, I think it's like our only chance. It's our only real shot at greatness here. And you know what? We got lucky, maybe faced a team that we matched up well against, and now I'm feeling a little bit better. We're gonna feed you. Please don't hit the monkey. That's fine by me. I mean, hitting the cockroach is also bad. And hitting the clownfish is not that good, but it's okay. Or whatever. The problem with the cockroach, it's good with the HP, but it doesn't really take advantage of the extra attack that it's getting. But whatever, I suppose you take the good with the bad in so many ways, such as... Okay, any chance here? Oh yes, there's more than a chance. Feeling okay, monkey or seal would really hit the spot. Pain. I'm willing to send it back. Seal. Monkey? No? Oh, but you're... Don't really have a great lemon recipient. It's like, am I willing to sell... I gotta think about it. I don't really want to sell like an 820 cockroach. I don't really want to sell our clownfish, but like something has to go to give this team a real shot. Oh my god, the garlic seal? Never mind, maybe we're okay. For 2 extra foods, is it worth it? I mean, you could always sell the monkey, but then we're like so far from getting to the level 2 monkey again. Then again, I'm like, here I am embracing it, honestly. I can't ignore a lemon, I'm sorry. It can't be done. Don't buff the cow. Don't buff the... I can't sell you yet, because then I'd be 3 squatted or I have to buy some trash. Whatever. Clownfish. I don't think the clownfish is going much further. The lemon, like, it is an upgrade over the garlic on my jellyfish, but is it like enough of an upgrade to justify? I don't know the answer to that. It's 3 gold to get a better piece of equipment and a 1/1 buff. Okay, when you put it that way, it actually sounds like it's well worth it. But sure, let's give it a shot. Nothing. Nothing. And the salad's just, it's a touch too risky for me. Not everybody's going to love the buy-sell on that one, and I embrace that. I respect it, and I understand it. Just hoping to get a level at some point. Call me crazy. We're on 8 wins, though, on round 12. I do feel like it's unlikely we're getting to 10, and this squad is just like a lot better than ours, especially with the level 2 turtle. You don't have to get like an I told you so. We would have been better off sticking with the monkey probably. But I also assumed that it was not unreasonable for us to have like gotten a level at this point, but apparently, clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. So like our jellyfish has been rendered worse as a result of that. But like I'm doing my best with it, man. Like I took an alternative scaler, it just hasn't... It would have been a level 2 cow. But we would have been like 3 gold, or 2 gold short of where we just were, so maybe that would have made it, I don't know, okay? Daniel Kahneman is a famous quote. When you're surprised, the lesson you should take from it is not that the next time you see that exact situation, here's what you should do. The lesson you should take from it is that the world is always going to surprise you. It means, it's not to say you should never learn from your mistakes. It's merely to say that you can also do yourself a disservice by learning too specific a lesson. You know, you could... sorry, I was looking for the casino there. I forgot I'm not streaming, I'm recording. You could do yourself a disservice by going, okay, as a result of that, the next time I'm in that exact situation, I have the chance to sell a level 1.5 monkey in order to get a cow, I will say no this time. That's not necessarily going to guarantee you 10 wins, you know? There's a certain variance in what we do here. That's not me just saying I did the wrong thing, or I'm trying to defend myself and say that I did the right thing. It's just my way of saying, you know, even if you do the right thing in a game like this, sometimes doing the right thing doesn't give you the results you're looking for. You know, it's all you're placing bets. You also got to remember, you know, it's an evolving situation. You're placing the bets against other people that are placing their bets and trying their best, and then changing it based on their own behavior as well, or their own results. It's a very groovy combination, baby. Yeah, it's a great squad. I would buy a sheep, and I would buy a toad next time. And I'm going to ignore the jellyfish. I'm not going to say that the jellyfish is bad this week. I think it's just... It's more that it, like... I think it's high variance and has a relatively low floor for quality. The ceiling is very high, but it's also hard to get there. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm taking my level early. We have a real, like, problem here in the sense that... Sure, we'd probably be better off with that. We have a real problem here in the sense that every time the bird buffs the cockroach, neither of those animals should have been on our squad. So I'm just kind of hoping that we don't have that happen to us. Oh no, that's a nasty loss, man. Because I don't really want to sell the cockroach, and I definitely don't really want to sell the bird, but I guess I'm going like heavy ladybug until I see something to change my mind. We really, again, we need more like attack scaling than anything else, but... Or sorry, more defense scaling than anything else, but... We gotta play the shops we're dealt. It would be nice to get some garlic and its subsidiary, garlic fructus, on our ladybug. What are we at? We're 2 wins. I thought we were at least 4 times that by now. That's scary. That's why we were going for it. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna keep giving you defense scaling rather than just waste my entire life re-rolling. We go, oh, you know what? Level 2 toad. And then on the level up, maybe we get a reasonable sniper. Shoot him. Shoot him. You're not doing it. You're not... Joy, you used the 1 twice. We are excuse me. We are losing this one, but are we on lethal? No. Okay, so there's a glimmer of hope. How about some of this? You're not a sniper. We do have a sheep. You know what? Maybe you sell a cockroach, roll the shark. We would love our shark not to get sniped. There's no mantis, so we can't really like buff it in the shop phase of the game anymore. Okay. I think this is how we gotta hedge our bets now. We're really just, I mean, no crocodile would be nice. And the less snipers, the better. It's still like, we're going up against some strong teams. But I did learn, like in the last couple of weeklies, I think I learned you don't question the usefulness of a shark. If it doesn't, pardon me, if it doesn't get sniped, it usually gets the job done. I'm gonna give this to you. Just to, like, honestly give you a better chance to be useful is pretty much what it comes down to. I don't really need you to level up, is the thing. I'm going to give this to you. I would love to get, like, more pairs. I don't really want to spend on just a peach at this phase of my life. But if a shark could just live, no crocodiles... They got their own squad here, but this squad is not scaring me. The toad is helping us as making our sheep a little bit more useful. You love to see this. This looks like a win to me yet again. Man, imagine if we could get a level 2 shark, too. You never know. That's win number 4. I'm just realizing we got a long way to go. Like a long way to go. You know what? We should have done it. If we're not going to sell the sheep, it's probably worth leveling, maybe. maybe. Sauropod, I just don't think it really fits. We're looking for good foods. I mean, to be honest with you, I would buy the lemons. They are upgrades, and then on top of that, we need the defense, and then on top of that, they also temporarily buff our ladybug, so there's some value there. I'm in trouble. No, I'm not. The team is horrible. I thought your team was good. It turns out it's a joke. Okay, so that was a very nice win. Our attack scaling's going crazy. I still don't think we sell anything to fit a cow, and that's, you know, maybe I learned the wrong lesson from the last loss, but we're gonna try. Really just want to see more pairs. If I could just get more pairs in the shop, I'd be over the moon. My shark has been sniped. That's horrendous news. There's no shot. I'd have to summon like 15 sheep. That's okay though. We're now on lethal. I feel like 2 is an odd number for lethal. That doesn't happen too much. And then, honestly, I have to invest in keeping the shark alive if those are the resources we get. So, I just can't bring myself to purchase a cupcake, I'm sorry to say. I think I will buy a melon for our sheep. I don't know about this one. What is it, 5 wins? We just did 5 wins the long way this time? Please, please, please tell me our sheep is going to kill the scorpion. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, this is a win. Oh, yes. It will be mine. There's 6. I don't know how many different ways we've cooked up 6 wins this weekly, but I'll spoil it for you. It's a ton. I guess we'll try the toad here for a second, and then yet again, more foods that, like, actually don't really do what I need them to do, which is buff our shark to the point where it's not going to get killed by a single lynx shot. Is this makeable? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is actually, like, more winnable than it looks like. And it's, like, entirely thanks to the green pepper. What did I tell ya? There's 7. Just, basically the perfect assortment of equipment to keep me alive. I really don't want to buy a peach, bro. Like, don't make me buy a peach. You take this. That'll give you the chance to buff the shark one more time. It's like, I just feel like I can't get a synergy off the ground this week. But I also can't get stats off the ground. Like, it's disastrous the whole way through. How do I feel about a vulture? I feel like vulture versus lemon is usually a huge win for lemon. It's usually a huge draw for lemon because you summoned a walrus, which is like, I don't even want to talk about how lucky that is, but that's fine. Like, life goes on. Let's take some soup. I mean, you can't really take popcorn and stay in this position, but I can move you back and you can take some popcorn just to... Well, we'll wait till next round on that one. Like, if everything is focused on buffing the shark here and the shark doesn't get sniped, there's some chances in it for us. Now, we got our own equipment differences to deal with here. You're level 2. Melon's very nice right now, that's for sure. I'm a little frightened about this rhinoceros. But I'm not that frightened about it. Now that I look at what we got going on here, like, that could have easily been a win, but it's okay. What? Sure. And then give me some popcorns. You realize at this point, like, we're in this for the long haul, right? Like, it's a marathon. Everybody's gonna have popcorn on them. Nobody has any stats. I still don't think we can get to 10. But, like, with the toad surviving through a snipe and overriding enemy equipment reasonably, like, we can beat, like, 1 to 2 50-50s, I think. Depending on the cursed order that they show up in. Like, this seems like a draw to me. It's a draw, okay. No, it's not! No, it's not! Okay, well, I had fun regardless. One of these days, we're going to figure out the 10-piece. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Click the like button if you didn't. Subscribe if you want to see more. See you next time. Later.